From the roaring sea to the blood-soaked soil, they marched not as mere soldiers, but as forged iron, shaped by fire, water, and war. These were not men born of the land, but warriors of the tide. The Legio Prima Adiutrix, the first legion of the Helpers, Rome's elite amphibious warriors. Born not in the dusty fields of Italy, but upon the decks of warships, Legio Adiutrix was conceived in the chaos of Rome's civil war. Around 68 AD, Emperor Galba raised this new legion from the Classis Ravenatis, Rome's imperial marines stationed at Ravenna. These were not farmers turned fighters. These were already men of salt and iron, trained to leap from ship to shore, blades drawn, fearless. Calling them soldiers is an understatement. They were amphibious shock troops, skilled in both naval operations and ground warfare. But before they could even taste stability, they were hurled into the fray of 69 AD, the infamous year of the Four Emperors. This being their first test, loyalty to Otho against the rising threat of Vitellius. In the brutal First Battle of Bedriacum, the Adiutrix met seasoned veterans of the German legions. The clash was thunderous. The new legion fought with courage, but the cost was high. Though Otho fell, their valor did not go unnoticed. When Vespasian rose to power, the Adiutrix were absorbed into his ranks, not discarded but respected. Their next chapter unfolded on the empire's savage frontier, Pannonia. They were stationed at Brigetio, modern-day Hungary, the Danubian limes, where Rome stared into the wild forests of Germania and Dacia. Here they built forts, patrolled the rivers, and fought off tribal incursions from the Quadi and Sarmatians. Their naval origins made them a flexible force capable of rapid river deployment and aggressive land maneuvers. Under Emperor Trajan, they thundered into the mountainous heart of Dacia in one of Rome's most brutal and successful conquests. The Dacian Wars, 101 to 106 AD, tested every legion, but Adiutrix endured. The Dacian Wars were two major military campaigns fought between the Roman Empire and the Kingdom of Dacia, roughly modern-day Romania and Moldova, led by King Decebalus. These wars took place under Emperor Domitian and later Emperor Trajan and were among Rome's most significant and costly conflicts in the early 2nd century AD. Dacia was a wealthy and strategically important kingdom, rich in gold mines and fiercely independent. Its warriors were known for their skill and tenacity, and its mountainous terrain made it a tough challenge for any invading force. And of course, Rome would want a piece of that pie, if not all. Their discipline and amphibious legacy earned them a permanent role in imperial campaigns, eventually taking part in Marcus Aurelius's Marcomannic Wars, where Rome battled Germanic coalitions threatening to burst through the Danube frontier. Centuries would pass, emperors rise and fall, but the name Adiutrix endured as a badge of excellence. From the sea to the steppe, Legio Adiutrix stood as a living symbol of Rome's adaptability and grit, born of the fleet, hardened by civil war, respected across empires. They were more than a legion. They were the bridge between Neptune's tide and Mars's fury. Legio Adiutrix, the fire of Neptune, the discipline of Mars, the first legion of the Helpers, Rome's elite amphibious warriors.